welcome back to Down the Track. In this episode, we'll be doing the player ratings for the match between the Delhi Capitals and Sunrisers Hyderabad. What an amazing game. Fantastic, man. Went till the super over. Both teams had their moments of brilliance and their moments of mistakes. It was a great game to watch, very entertaining. And in the end, Delhi Capitals won in the super over. They were just chasing 8 runs, and on the last ball, they got it. It showed it wasn't an easy wicket to bat on. Some great performances from the likes of PANT, and Williamson was just outstanding. So let's start off with the player ratings. We'll go Delhi first, and then we'll go to Sunrisers Hyderabad. For Delhi, I think PRITHVI first, brilliant innings. He set the tone for the innings. Because of his knock, his 50, they had a good platform, and the likes of PANT and Smith could build. PRITHVI shown this season, although he's been inconsistent, that he can score the runs, and when he scores them quick, and he puts his team in a very strong position. For today's knock, 53 of 39 balls, 7 fours, 1/6, strike rate of 135. On this pitch, I'm going to give him 9 out of 10. I think it was a great performance by him. Shikhar Dhawan, I think initially he did get a chance. He got dropped by Kedar Jadhav. It was a strong shot, but still should have been taken. So I'm going to give Dhawan 6 out of 10. He still stabilized after that, and he would ideally like to bat on, but Dhawan is in good form, and you can't expect him to score 50 every game. So 6 out of 10 for Dhawan. Rishabh Pant, I think it was really good today. Reverse sweep pulled out, he pulled out the reverse sweep. It came off, in the super over as well. He took some risks, and I think he batted well. He captained decently as well. I think he could have done a bit better in captaincy, especially he should have spoken to Rabada a bit more, communicated with them, calmed him down, even though Rabada is a huge player. But I just felt that Rishabh Pant should have been a bit better in the last few overs. But apart from that, I think with the bat, he was great. I'm going to give him 8 out of 10. Steve Smith, again, very good innings considering the circumstances, and the conditions. He rotated the strike really well. He got the boundaries when needed in the death overs as well. Some cheeky shots over third man, fine leg. Really good performance. I'm going to give him 8 out of 10. For Hetman, I'm not really going to rate him. He did bat 1 of 2 balls, but he just came in the last over, couldn't do much. Marcus Stoinis, again, didn't do much, didn't have anything with the bat. With the ball, he just bowled the 1 over. He was a very expensive 12 runs. I really don't want to rate him, but because he bowled an over, I'll give him 5 out of 10. But yeah, him and Hetman really didn't have much contribution in this game. But then moving on, AXAR Patel, I think it was fantastic to come back from COVID like that and bowl a spell like that. Picked up a couple of wickets. He was on a hat trick. Wonderful spell of bowling, and he stopped the run rate a bit. He stopped the runs flowing, and he got some big wickets. And credit to him. I'm going to give him 8 out of 10 for his performance. Ravichandran Ashwin, I think he was decent. Didn't pick up wickets, but he was unlucky. Could have had a stumping. He was getting the ball to turn. Him and AXAR Patel both, they were, it was assisting the pitch. Ideally, he would like more wickets, Ashwin. But apart from that, I think it was a good performance, 7 out of 10. Rabada, I think he was disappointing today, but at the end, he still took it to the super over. It looked like the match was lost in his over, but at least he came back in his last 3 balls and bowled really well, I felt. So it was a mixed bag from him. He showed his experience, but at the same time, he's slightly out of form, and he got hit by Suchit. You don't really expect that from Rabada. You expect him to finish it off 14 runs, defended easily. It went to the super over with Rabada's mistake, but also his brilliance. So it was that kind of performance right in the middle. I'm going to give him 5 out of 10. Avesh Khan, I think, was superb today. 9 out of 10 for me, that performance. He's been one of the finds of the season. For Delhi particularly, he's done really well. His slower balls have been very, very good. He's been very accurate. He's improving all the time. He's learning all the time. I think he's coming outside the power play. He knows his role exactly, and he's executing his plans to perfection. His chemistry with Pant is really good as well. They played with each other under 19, so they understand each other. The fields that they set are very good and very well organized. I'm going to give Avesh Khan 9 out of 10. Mishra today, I think, I wouldn't say off color. I think Williamson played him really well. He did pick up a wicket, but apart from that, I think Williamson rotated the strike and he hit some boundaries off him and he played him well. Not a bad game for Mishra, but not the game we saw of him from in the last one. So I'm going to give Mishra 6 out of 10. That wraps up Delhi Capitals play ratings. Let's move on to Sunrisers Hyderabad. Warner, I'm going to give him 3 out of 10. This is the second time he's got run out this IPL. He needs to improve on that. You can't say it's unlucky or anything now. You have to be focused, you have to be running on point, make your calls crystal clear, and if he stayed there, gave them a start, I think they could have won the game. So Warner, I'm going to give him 3 on 10. Again, in the super over as well, he just couldn't connect, and he kind of struggled. People are saying, Bairstow should have played, and Bairstow was in a better space, in better form as well. So maybe that was it, but he'll come back. He's a champion player, Warner. Hopefully for them, if they go to another ground, that might suit him. But yeah, for this game, I have to give him 3 out of 10. Bairstow, I think, was fantastic while he was on the field. Amazing hitting, the way he just hits the ball into the stands with so much ease. was wonderful. And I just felt one shot too many, should have rotated a bit in the middle overs. But for the time he was at the crease, I think, he gave them the perfect platform. And that's why they were within the run rate throughout the game because of Bairstow's start. So I'm going to give him 8 out of 10, but I expect more from him to finish off the game, at least go back till the end like he did against Punjab. Kane Williamson, I think absolutely fantastic. What a player he is. Unbelievable. The way to play like this on that pitch was just remarkable. The ball was turning. He was playing against the turn, with the turn. His shot selection was just outstanding. That gorgeous shot over extra cover against Mishraj, the fielder who just stood there. It was just wonderful timing. It was a brilliant display of batting, a masterclass in a way. Unlucky he didn't get his team over the line. I think when it was 4 of 3 balls, you expect someone like a Williamson to finish it off. But again, I think there was exhaustion. He was tired and you can't expect him to do everything. He got some good support by Suchit, but apart from that, the middle order didn't really support him. It was a one-man show for most of the game. And I'm going to give Williamson 9.5 out of 10. I feel really bad not giving him 10, but that's how it is. When it's 4 of 3, you expect him to finish. If he finished that 10 out of 10, I would have given him 100 out of 10. But I feel bad, but yeah, 9.5 out of 10 for Williamson. Virat Singh, 2 out of 10, wasted quite a few balls. He wasn't rotating the strike. He looked out of sorts. He wasn't comfortable with the spin. And, it's good that they're backing the youngsters. And I'm sure he'll learn from this. They might need to try some other player, maybe try Priyam Garg. But it's good that he's gotten this exposure. And it's good to see the likes of Warner, Williamson, chatting with them, backing him. And one day he will improve. I'm sure, he's in the team for a reason. They've seen something in him. He's had a good domestic season. But today was just not his day. I'm going to give him 2 out of 10. Kedar Jadhav, 3 out of 10. He dropped that catch. I think that was a bit costly. And then on top of that, with the bat, when his experience was needed, he just couldn't provide the single doubles, and unfortunate, but I have to give him 3 out of 10 for this performance. Vijay Shankar, again, with the ball, I think he was decent. He did his job, but with the bat, he was poor. I expect much more from Vijay Shankar. Also, I think he should bat a bit higher up in this batting order. He should have come before ABHISHEK Sharma, but he came after. So I'd like to see him bat higher and take more responsibility and finish off games. So 4 out of 10 for Shankar. ABHISHEK Sharma, 4 out of 10. Is expensive with the ball, and with the bat also, he struggled, just was not his day. Again, like Virat Singh, it's good that he's getting the exposure, and hopefully he'll make the most of it. With the ball, he was good in the against Punjab, but here he would have he didn't have, he's going to have bad days, especially they were against two left-handed batsmen. It's not going to be easy, and with the bat, he'll learn as well. I think it was a tough pitch. Hopefully in the upcoming games he can improve his game, but for this game I'm going to give him 4 out of 10. And then moving on, Rashid Khan, it wasn't his greatest day. He got, for him, expensive figure 7 economy rate, but apart from that, I think he bowled really well. He picked up a wicket, super over. He was very unlucky, just missed the LBW a couple of times. They ran off leg byes. He almost defended 8 runs. He took it till the last ball. I'm going to give him 7 out of 10. Suchit, I think this guy, for me, after Williamson, is the man of the match, in the sense that the way he made the game out of nowhere. He came in, struck a 6-4. You're hitting Rabada, who's a world-class player. This is your first IPL game for Sunrisers, out of nowhere to play like that. This is just incredible. I felt, he showed that, we have a finisher, Sunrisers have a finisher and everything. But at the same time, there's there's not you didn't expect that from him. It also shows to other batsmen that, listen, you can bat on this pitch. It's not impossible to bat. I'm coming in, it's my first season for you guys, and it's my first innings, and I'm doing this straight away. It shows other batsmen they need to learn from that as well. It is possible to play on this pitch, but remarkable to hit Rabada like that. I would never believe it. So 9 out of 10 for Suchit. I think it was an incredible debut for Sunrisers. And then SIDDARTH KAUL, he was decent with the ball. I'm going to give him 7 on 10. Picked up a couple of wickets, but he'll need to focus on the economy. I think KHALEEL, the last player I'm going to rate today, he was very poor today, very expensive, didn't hit his lines or lengths. He is erratic like that sometimes, and he needs to get back to that wicket-taking mode of KHALEEL and try to pitch the ball in the right areas, depending on the batsman. In this kind of pitch, you need to be a bit wide. I felt he was too close to the body. Bowl it a bit wide, make the batsman reach and play for it, set the field for the offside, and which he did against Punjab, but over here he wasn't doing it. So I'm going to give him 3 out of 10. And that wraps up the player ratings. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel and comment with your ratings. Who do you think did well? Who do you think did not do well? Who was the man of the match? And yeah, thank you so much. Until next time, take care.